Good morning. It's Monday, August 31st. We made it through August to the end of the month. I hope you've had a great wrap up to your summer and that your back to school season is going pretty good. But I'm sure that many of you can kind of commiserate and maybe feel for what we're going to talk about this week. So I have two daughters, and they each collected a different type of animal as they were growing up. My daughter Amy loved red-eyed tree frogs, and my daughter Ashley loved elephants. And so through the years, people would buy them gifts, I would get them things, and so we got quite a collection of those two things. This little figurine I bought for myself as a little reminder of the two of them. I got it at the Denver Zoo, and who would have ever thought that someone would make an elephant with a red-eyed tree frog on the tip of his trunk. So I put it on my windowsill to remind me of my girls and to think of them and pray for them. So some of the things that they collected hung around after they grew up and moved out. So I've inherited some of these mugs. And so this mug that I'm going to show you today is actually Ashley's mug. And it works perfect with what I was going to talk to you about. So here's a little clue as to what is on this mug to go along with what she collected: elephants. And so thinking about having so much to do, I was remembering back to as I was growing up, and then as a young mom, when I would call my mom and be like, "Mom, I just don't know where to start. I have so much to do. I'm overwhelmed," and almost to the point of like it just froze me from making any progress. And she would say, "Beth, you can only eat an elephant one bite at a time." Crazy little phrase, but it stuck. And so she would say, just pick a place and start chewing, start nibbling away. And before you know it, you'll put a little dent in it. So it would lift the mood and it would help me kind of get started. And I've been able to share that with other friends. I'm going to share it with you today. So maybe you're feeling at the beginning of this week like you just don't know how you're going to tackle the elephant. And, you know, some of the things that we have to do as we're taking care of our kids or at work, we kind of feel like, why are we doing this anyway? This seems like a waste of time, or it's not really important. And we can struggle to have joy, and we can struggle to have a positive attitude about things, which made me think of one of the verses I shared last week from Colossians 3:17. And it says, "And whatever you do in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus." And we know that if we're needing a reason to do our best and to do something, if we focus on doing it for Jesus, we know it's worth it. We can do it for him, even if our coworker is frustrating, or we just feel like we just don't have it in us to keep going. We can do it because Jesus is our strength. He's with us, and everything that we do, we can do as a gift to him. And then I was thinking of this song that kind of was inspired by this verse. I don't know how many of you love Steven Curtis Chapman, but he's a musician. He's been around for a long time, and it seemed like his music partnered so well, journeyed alongside my spiritual journey. And sometimes in my lowest of lows, he would release an album and it would be like spot on. And I just felt like God spoke to me so powerfully through his music through the years, in so many ways. And so this song just came to my mind as I was kind of thinking about what I wanted to share with you guys this week. So the name of the song is "Do Everything" by Steven Curtis Chapman. And because I try to keep Coffee Cup Conversation shorter, I'm not going to play the song for you, but look it up today and listen to it. "Do Everything" by Steven Curtis Chapman. So a little part of the lyrics say, "Wonder sometimes, does it matter at all? Well, let me remind you, it all matters just as long as you do everything you do to the glory of the one who made you." Because he made you to do every little thing that you do, to bring a smile to his face, tell the story of grace with every move that you make and every little thing you do. So it all does matter. And as we're parenting our children, as we're working alongside our coworkers, or pouring into children, other people's children, they're watching and learning, and we can be a living example. So this week, as we tackle all that we have to do, I was thinking of this phrase or statement from Zig Ziglar, and it kind of resonated with me when I heard it. It says, time. You can either tell it where to go, or you will wonder where it went. So we're fresh in the week, and hopefully we won't have too many moments where we're like, oh my goodness, it's already noon. What have I accomplished today? But if your day unravels and it ends up being that way, just remember our elephant and our fork. Pick up your fork, pick a spot, and just start chewing and tackling all that you have to do. And remember to keep your focus on Jesus. He's our motivator. He's our reason. And if you need a little something to pick up your pace, listen to this song, Do Everything by Steven Curtis Chapman, and that'll give you a little spring in your step. So I'm thinking of you guys this week and hope that you will start nibbling away and be encouraged. You're not alone. If you ever need a pep talk, remember, text me, call me. I would love to pray with you, encourage you. So what you do today, it matters. It's making a difference. And our prayers are with you. Have a great week. One bite at a time.